dropped this. Welcome back to today's video. Welcome to today's video. If you have absolutely no idea who I am, my name is Kristen. I am a college student who is living in Florida, really likes to wear sweaters, and really had the best time of her life abroad. So I'm gonna talk about it today. If you are into college and lifestyle videos, that is your thing, and you like to binge watch all those kind of things, I have that content. So please subscribe if you would like to see more of that. You see the earrings?
Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more. Lay me down behind the moon, tell me you'll be on real soon. I don't wanna wait no more. We could be dancing in the stars, we could be floating on the way. As long as I'm safely in your arms, and it don't really matter where we stay. Cause space makes me sad. Cause space makes me sad.
So today I really want to talk about something that I am extremely passionate about. If you couldn't tell by the title, yes, I'm going to be talking about why you have to study abroad. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my study abroad experience. I'm going to describe to you guys the program that I did, what that looked like really briefly, and then I'm going to go into a few reasons why you really have to study abroad before you graduate college or grad school. Some people do it in grad school, and that's just as fine. If I haven't convinced you by the end of this video that you have to study abroad, I have failed, and you can block me. You can unsubscribe from me. Maybe I shouldn't tell you to do that. Once you subscribe and like this video, I will get going. I have travel anxiety, and so growing up, I was really afraid to not be home. I was always afraid I'd get sick when I wasn't home and I would have no one to take care of me, and I was really afraid of taking a plane across an ocean. I'm not really afraid of planes, but I am afraid of planes over the ocean. I just feel like if something goes wrong, what happens? I've also seen way too many like plane crash videos, which, by the way, if you're afraid of planes, did you know that air travel is one of the safest forms of transportation, and it's actually way safer than getting in a car? But yeah, I was really nervous, and I originally had planned to go for a semester. I really wish I had, but unfortunately, because I'm a transfer student, it was really hard for me to try and fit it in. I wish more than anything that I could have gone for a semester or a year even, but it just wasn't gonna work, and I kind of realized that, so I decided I was gonna go for a summer program. So the program that I did was a third-party program. So if you don't know the difference between all the different programs, you can do an exchange where your university exchanges you with the university abroad, and you're basically paying your home tuition. So it's actually the cheapest, but it's also a little bit scarier because you kind of have to do everything on your own. You're not flying over with a group of people. It's just you going abroad, living abroad. And if you're independent, perfect for you because it's the cheap way to go abroad, and it really immerses you in the culture. I did a third-party program. I kind of wish that I did an exchange. It's kind of impossible to do over the summer, but because I did a third-party program, I went with a group of Americans. So that was one setback. As much as I loved everyone in my program, and I will be friends for life, and it's really great to have them here, I do wish that we had a little bit more opportunities to go out and just meet locals. That would have been great. So I decided to do a 10-week program, which was 5 weeks in Barcelona, Spain, and 5 weeks in Sorrento, Italy. Both places were super different, but gorgeous nonetheless. Barcelona was the city, fun feel, very fun vibes, nightlife, beach. We were constantly going around the city. It was really great. And Sorrento was small town Italy on the Amalfi Coast, so it was gorgeous and honestly the most stunning thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The Odyssey was actually inspired by the Amalfi Coast because it is gorgeous. So I kind of did my program last minute. I definitely applied last minute, but it's really super easy to do. If you guys want a video describing the whole process of what that looks like to go abroad, just let me know, leave a comment, like this video, because I definitely want to do a video like that because there is a lot of moving parts to it, but it's also not too complicated when you kind of sit down with someone and like talk it through. So if you need that, let me know. But anyways, it was 10-week program abroad, and I left on May 30th. I arrived in Portugal. I arrived in Lisbon really early in the morning on March 31st, and then my program ended August 3rd, but I didn't come home till August 7th because I spent a few days in London and flew out of Gatwick, London into Miami. Okay, so the reason you clicked on this video, why you need to go abroad. The number one reason, and for me had the biggest impact on me, was you become so independent. Honestly, I was a child before this trip. I was so scared to do things on my own, scared to talk to strangers, total social anxiety, and I never thought that I'd be traveling Europe for a summer. Because of that experience though, I was more ready, or I felt more ready to move into my apartment, take care of myself. I felt very dependent on myself, which was good. I learned how to be less reliant on my parents who weren't over in Europe with me to help me. I did have my friends and we all were really good with helping each other travel and that kind of thing. But overall, I came back feeling like a brand new person. I basically said to my mom, I can move myself into my apartment this semester because I'm an adult now. And there's so many things you go through when you're abroad that you don't really think about that just impact who you are. Like, I had to completely learn the metro in Barcelona and figure that all out and know how to not be late for class. Number 2, you learn how to take care of yourself. So this one kind of goes with being independent, but I like I said, I learned the metro, I learned any kind of public transportation, which is not an American thing. I learned how to cook for myself. I learned how to keep myself busy and get involved and be social. I learned how to talk to people of other cultures and immerse myself in it. I learned how to get myself out of bed without anyone's help. Granted, I do all of this in college, but just being abroad is a little bit different because it's scarier and it's really foreign. You don't know your surroundings at all, and so it forces yourself to kind of become your own person and really become self-reliant, which is a trait that is so important for your growth and for who you are in the future. Number 3, you become more cultural and open-minded. Ever since going abroad, now I'm dying to go again. And I'm also very willing to hop on a plane again by myself and go travel somewhere. I had never been willing to do that before. I never thought I would say that I'd be willing to do that. And now I would go on a plane in an instant, buy a ticket, go over there by myself. And I want to do it. I want to see more things. You realize how much bigger the world is outside of your country, outside of your state, outside of your town. There's so much to see, and I don't even know how possible it'll be to fit all that into my lifetime, which makes me sad but excited at the same time. One of my tour guides in Pompeii, she had been to every single country but like 5. And I was like, you are so amazing. You have seen everything. You're so cultural, you're so knowledgeable. It's just an amazing thing to be able to say that you have experienced other cultures and you learn from it, you grew as a person because of it, and it's just really fun. In Barcelona, the Catalan culture was amazing. All the holidays we got to celebrate. They had this curry, I'm not gonna say this right, it's fire run, but it's Correfoc? YouTube, don't demonetize me. Where they just ran through the streets on St. Juan, which was actually a year ago yesterday, June 22nd. So they were throwing fireworks all on the street, and at the beach they were launching all these fireworks, and it's basically this fire party where there's bonfires and fireworks and fire in the streets, and it's just a really, really fun holiday. And I got to experience another holiday in another culture and see what it's like for them, which was amazing. Number 4, you become really adaptable and flexible. This is something that's really hard for you to learn, and so by going abroad, you're forcing yourself to become adaptable. You missed a flight, you missed a train, whatever it is, your plans change last minute. Everyone else wants to do something that you don't want to do. You just learn how to think of others, how to adapt in emergency situations, and this shouldn't make you anxious because emergency situations happen all the time and in all different types of forms, but you'll be better prepared for that. And that is an extremely marketable trait for when you go into getting your own job in the future. You can say, I'm an adaptable person because I went abroad and I faced all these challenges and whatnot. I'm telling you, the 2 things that made me the person I am today and that made me the most adaptable to change was going abroad and moving across the country. If you want to see that video. So that brings us to my 5th point, and that is you become more marketable. Your resume will look great. Not many students go abroad. They say they want to go abroad at freshman orientation, and you really think that everyone goes abroad, but they really don't, and it really helps your application stand out among a pool of students who just graduated with the same grades, the same degree. How are you going to make yourself stand out in a way that nobody else really is? And like I said, you develop all these traits that you can market in an interview or on a resume. Number 6, you become less fearful. Like I said, I had travel anxiety and anxiety flying over an ocean before I went abroad. And while that anxiety is still definitely there, I can think I already did it the next time I go abroad, so that means I can do it again. And if you can travel on your own, I really truly believe you can do almost anything on your own. It is so tiring, so much effort that goes into planning travel. So if you can do that, you're set for life. Number 7, when else will you have the chance to do this? You are going to graduate college, possibly go to graduate school, so you could possibly study then. But you're gonna get a job and it's gonna be really limited how many hours you can take off for vacation. Unless you get transferred abroad and you work abroad, that's great, do that too. I plan on doing that. But otherwise, when else can you say that you lived in another country for 6 months to a year to 2 months like me and be on your own and basically reinvent yourself? It's the opportunity to do whatever you want as a person. You're never gonna have that opportunity ever again. So just think about that the next time that you are possibly considering going abroad. And number 8, you make lifelong friends. I am still very much in contact with all the people I studied abroad with my roommates, all of my friends from the program. We were really close, and honestly, it made the summer even better because everything we did was with each other, and we have so many great memories, so many great photos. That's a side note, your Instagram will look great. Overall, you meet people, you really find yourself, as corny as that sounds, and you become someone that you didn't maybe think you could be before that experience. If I have not convinced you that you need to go abroad at some point, fit it in your schedule, even if it's in graduate school, even if you work abroad, if I have not convinced you that you need to go abroad for some period of your life, I have failed and you can unsubscribe. Maybe don't, but still. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I am really passionate about the subject, and so if you would like to see more study abroad videos, whatever that looks like, how to pack, how to prepare, what to do when you are abroad, what to do after with study abroad depression, because it's a real thing. Subscribe to this video, even though I just told you to unsubscribe. So maybe subscribe again, like unsubscribe and then subscribe. Like this video, let me know in the comments if you would like to see that. I have tons more to talk about this subject, and I have to figure out how to condense it into one video. I also have plenty of crazy stories while abroad, including getting lost in Andorra. So if you would like to see crazy story times from abroad that are really fun, you know what to do. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. I really hope this really convinced you and helped you, because seriously, just go abroad. It's not that hard. Okay, it kind of is. It requires effort, I'm not gonna lie, okay? But it is the most rewarding experience I have done in my college years, hands down. Every single interview I've had since then, they've all been like, wow, you studied abroad? Cool, do it. So again, thank you. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.